Views are strong. It's like that. Good evening, London. Nice to see you all. I'm glad no one's mentioned the Olympics so far. I'll be off in about a minute. And falafel rhymes with raffle. So that's it. I think we should team up. Let's do that. Okay. Obviously, I don't come from London. Well, not obviously, maybe I do. I'm also quite stylish, but I live in Bournemouth on the south coast. Thank you. And I, therefore, haven't been to see the Olympics much live, but I have seen a lot of it on the television. And the BBC's coverage, I think you'll agree, has been exceptional. They've been extremely protective over the rights, and I think that's fair. I know that ITV recently cancelled an episode of The Extra Factor, which is a bit extreme. It was the members of One Direction when they told Louis Walsh that they'll do anything for a record deal. Apparently 5 fiery rings is a registered trademark, I'm sure that. Okay. Fine. I actually was very fortunate to be invited to see some of the dress rehearsals for the opening ceremony. I imagine most of you probably saw it on television. It was like the great and the good of the British entertainment industry getting involved. It was fantastic. What you saw on TV was quite different to what you actually was planned originally. They actually asked the magician, the entertainment legend Paul Daniels, to unveil the Olympic flag. But once they did it, they couldn't get the rings back together again afterwards. I grew up loving Paul Daniels, so I got a whole 2 hours of Paul Daniels. No, seriously, I didn't laugh at Paul, because Paul, as you probably know, he cut off one of his fingers recently with an angle grinder. This is true. He was making a magic trick for his latest live show, and it is sad. I think we can all agree that now that's tragic. No, I was a fan. I won't talk about Paul much more, but I was a fan. How many of you here? I won't do any more checks. How many people here about Paul? How many people here used to have the Paul Daniels magic set when they were younger? Yeah. 10%. Not a lot. But as you know, you should never do more than 3 magic jokes on the trot. As every magician knows, you can't beat a hat trick. Thank you. Yes, that was 4 magic jokes on the trot. Okay. But back to the Olympics. We haven't spoken about it enough. Absolutely fantastic. I'm quite surprised how London struggled quite so much to win the Olympic bid when you look back at who has hosted it in the past. I'd say several years ago, Athens, for example. I can only imagine the application form that was sent to them by the IOC. Question 1, could you host the greatest sporting event on the planet? Okay, fine. Could you honour the Olympic code? Hades, yeah, we know. Can you flush toilet paper down the toilet? No. So London, for some reason, London struggled. Not very sure why. But the good thing about the Olympics is, of course, the legacy that it gives the country. Last hour to go, okay. Legacy being the fact that the economic benefit is obviously very tremendous to the future, as I'm sure the people at Athens will agree. And it's quite a concern that when you award your top flight judo fighter with a bronze medal, he instantly becomes the most wealthiest man in the country. And no, seriously, poor Greece. Or South East Germany, as it's now called. No one, obviously, wants a rich judo-fighting, strange-looking person in charge of the country, apart from Russia. Any Metallica fans in the audience? Yeah. Oh, fantastic! This will make sense. Finally, I got sent a letter today. This is true. As some of you probably know, that the Tory MP who resigned today, who is married to the manager of Metallica, and she's moved to New York, and so manager of Metallica, so broken, beat and scarred, unforgiven, frantic, and jump in the fire. Just a few extracts from her resignation letter to David Cameron. Thank you very much.